it's a much different style of theater, and we've tried to develop that piece as sort of the theory and style of theater that we hope to someday incorporate in Atlantis. It's the play itself is written by Julie Hebert. It's one woman who is about to go to sleep. She can't quite go to sleep because something happened during the course of the day that has set off her mind working, which all of us have kind of dealt with at one time or another. And all the characters play different parts of her psyche. But the presentation of it is, I promise you, much different than anything most people have ever seen in theater. We have incorporated a lot of dance, a lot of music, a lot of different disciplines from every corner of theater and incorporated it into the show. And as I said, we at Atlantis really believe in sort of making it a cooperative effort in just everybody that's been involved with the project has brought different ideas, and just very, very cool. Really nice.
So how would you suggest, like, if a young person or an older person, I mean, I've taken acting classes just a little while ago. I was, working on my doctorate, and decided I was going to take some acting classes, hoped that it would help my doctorate. Didn't do it, but I enjoyed the acting classes. How do you suggest that they get over that initial sort of apprehension? I mean, a lot of people are apprehensive about coming on TV, even though this is,
actually, I'm very apprehensive about being in front of the cameras. It makes me very nervous.
But how would you suggest somebody try, an acting class? I mean,
I can only speak for different things I've been involved in. There are people that, just have a passion for it, and, it's kind of a dying art, so that number of people is kind of dissipated over the years. And a lot of people think acting is strictly what you see on television or what you see in the movies. And so a lot of times they get involved in a program and they...
well, they don't see what the value of it is.
Exactly.
I've seen a lot of speakers because I was an academic to a certain extent, and what I found out is some of the best speakers had actually taken acting classes, I believe, because their pronunciation was just so superior that it was almost like they had done classics.
Certainly. I've always said I also was a nurse in the military, and I still carry my license and occasionally work here and there for different agencies. But I found the most acting I ever have had to do is in the nursing field, trying to be everything for a lot of different people and make them feel comfortable.
You're gonna live, everything's okay.
Yeah, well, hopefully not always that story, but yeah, I love dealing with the elderly, and I have found, there's a lot of people that get to a point in life where, reorienting them isn't going to bring them back to reality. They're not going to go out and drive a car or vote or be responsible for anything. And so a lot of times it's just finding the world they're living in and kind of living in that world for a little while and making them happy. And it's been that I would say in my life has been
well, probably being a nurse has provided you a lot of advantage as a director as well too, because
Certainly.
you're dealing with a lot of people under a lot of sort of different circumstances.
Certainly.
Different characteristics.
I just finished a show with the Hovey Players not too long ago. The show was called Joined in the Head. Hovey Players, been around for a million years. Great theater company. The play was called Joined at the Head, and it revolved around cancer in a family. And I had personal experience with cancer in my family and myself, and I had seen it. I had seen it from both sides. And it's amazing the sort of romanticized idea that people initially have when it comes to dealing with loved ones and dealing with cancer as a whole. I think they don't realize how absolutely down and dirty it really is.
Yeah.
But but it was
sickness
neat.
is down and dirty.
Yeah, exactly. But it was neat because I was able to kind of look at it from an actor who had been in that environment and sort of talk on the same level with my fellow actors.
Well, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Your name again is?
William McGregor.
Okay. How do they spell that?
WILLIAMMCGREGOR.
Okay. Thank you very much, Will.
Thank you. Please visit our website, www.atlantisplaymakers.com.
Okay, we'll make sure that gets added.
Thanks.